extra practice days do you get because of this?
Yeah, what we get, John, is we get 10 days to work with the guys outside of the allotted time that we get through the NCAA. So, we've spread them out a little bit here and there, but I tell you, for the most part, these trips can really benefit your team, from just cleaning things up with the returning guys, working on some things. All your new guys. It's been an awesome 10 days. I think all of us are really anxious to get on that plane tomorrow and head to the Virgin Islands and then get a chance to, play against some different competition. So we've been working on this thing for 3 years, and it's finally here, and I think we've really done a nice job in our practices of getting better, helping one another. Our communication's gotten better. We did an inter-squad scrimmage yesterday, played 36 minutes. So it's been really good.
How does this come about?
Every 4 years, Dana, you're allowed to do this in college basketball. So we looked at all the different options. We looked at Italy. We looked at what was feasible for us first and foremost. It's got to be something that we can obviously pay for out of our budgets, and we don't want to put the school in any sort of discomfort with that. So we felt like the Virgin Islands could accomplish a lot. I think the competition is going to be really good. We're playing Calgary, a Canadian college team that was 29-2 last year. Now they have lost 4 out of 6 guys. But we'll play them on Wednesday at 5 o'clock, and then we're going to play them Friday at 10 a.m. And then we're going to play the host school over there that played Northern Kentucky in their trip last week, played them pretty well. NKU beat them by 1. So I think the competition is going to be good as well.
How much of the communication, I know I watched you guys earlier this summer, but tell me about the communication. How much more vocal do you notice these guys getting, as the summer's progressed?
Well, I think, John, they get more comfortable with one another, not only, on the floor, but off the floor. Basketball is so different than all these other sports. We really spend a lot of time with our guys. There seems like there is no off season. So I've seen a great change in all of them. We do have 8 returning guys that understand the system, understand what we're trying to do. They've really helped the new guys. Guys like Nas, guys like Zumi. Those guys have really tried to help some of these new kids coming in. And it is hard. It is an adjustment. And we're thankful and grateful that we can have these 10 practices and then go have 3 games to see what, see really where we're at right now.
What do you hope to see when you're down?
We spend a lot of time on defense. So hopefully we see, our defense of numbers really take a jump, because we've talked about that all off season. We really got people excited here for a while with that 6-game winning streak. Crowds are great. People were excited. People were talking about basketball. But to build on that, what we're able to do, we've talked as a group, our defense has got to continue to get better. So I'm anxious to see the defense. They may be anxious to see another team, but I'm really anxious as a coach to see where our defense stands.
Are the 3 games part of the 10 practices?
Yeah. So you get 10 practices, and really, I don't know if there is a limit on the number of games, Dana. We decided 3. So we're going to get in tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We'll get there, relax. Then we're going to play Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Friday afternoon. And then Saturday will kind of be a time for us to really bond as a group. So Friday, we're going to go to St. John's. We're going to leave the island, go to a different island. And then on Saturday, we're going to the British Virgin Islands. So Paul has done a tremendous job of organizing this trip. Like I said, Northern Kentucky just got back. We're there this week, and then UMass is coming in after us. So they're used to having teams on the island. They treat you great. It should be really fun.
How many practices have you had them play prior to?
This was number 10 today.
Okay.
So we've had 10, full practices, really not going over about 2 hours. I think 1 day or 2 days went about 2.5. So we were very, very cautious we only went back-to-back practices. We never went back-to-back-to-back. Just not ready for that right yet.
You and your staff, Paul's now the director of basketball operations.
Yeah, you know what? We're excited. I feel like we've put together a staff that is very, very young, very energetic. guys that bring us a different dynamic, with Chinandu, working under Coach Beeline. His offensive mind is tremendous. Ethan Faulkner played at Northern Kentucky, so he understands the Horizon League. He's a very tough guy, was an overachiever as a player, and just a tremendous basketball mind, really going to help us on the defensive side. And then obviously Coach Slay will earn the title as associate head coach. I think it's well-deserved. I think he's done a tremendous job since he's been here. And then Paul, I think, really knowing the ins and outs of YSU, spending 2 years working with Ron and working with Steve and working with Elaine and, working with a lot of people here. I think that will really play to our strengths as a whole, and we're really excited about it.
How much do you hope that when you guys have the downtime down there in Virgin and down there, and what do you want to see out of that group when they come back, and how is that going to transcend to the court?
Well, I've been part of 2 of them, John. Never have been a part of one as a head coach. Oh, actually, you know what? We went to Canada. I shouldn't say that. We went to Canada when I was at Fairmont. But I think what kind of jump starts everything is when you're in the airport, tomorrow when you're on the bus, when you're at the beach, when you're traveling on a boat, you just get so many more touching moments where you can touch some of your guys and bond with some of your guys, and that interaction, I think, goes a really long way. That, you only get to do it every 4 years. There's a reason they don't let you do this every year. So my message to them has been enjoy every moment, because, guys, we've been here 2 years, and it feels like I just got here. So this trip's going to go really, really fast, right? So value each day. When we got to leave at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So when we get up at 5, value this trip and enjoy it, because it's something that you only get to do once as a college athlete. And I just want them to have a lot of fun. Win, lose, or draw, it's not about that. We're coming back 0-0. Whether we win by 30, we lose by 30, that part is really not that important. The important thing is the practice leading up to it, and then the experience and the memories that we're going to create together over there is what I'm really looking forward to.